sit away. What's yours will soon be mine. Night City just ain't the same today. Fuck walking a straight line. People dying in the street, yeah. All walk to a pointless beat. Gaping wound in my heart. Bleeding now, my breath start. Only care about me and mine. Cause good friends are hard to fight. Against the odds, I'm unshaken. Gonna take me for a second. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine, yeah. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine.
Well, hey.
Wow. I don't think I've heard anything more beautiful than that.
Hello, everyone. It is I, the Redemption. Sorry, that was lame as fuck. Anyway, welcome back to Cyberpunk Red.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye. I know we were on a bit of a hiatus. The previous 2 week ago, English. But yeah, we're back. Don't worry. Kat is feeling icky sicky, as they say over in Britain. So she is just going to be hanging out in the chat. She's not feeling good. She's got the Rona, and we're all wishing her well and hoping that she gets plenty of rest.
Oh, yes.
But
We miss you.
in the meantime, I would like to invite my titular cast to reintroduce themselves for everybody at home who's eating their popcorn chips and celery sticks.
Yes.
Art,
Who wants to go first?
No, Art wants to go first.
Art.
I never want to go first.
Go!
I'm really bad at intros. I'm going! I
We
can't myself.
demand.
I'm awful at doing intros. Hello, I'm Artemis. I make music, and I have something that I want to say at the end of the stream about music, which I hope you all stick around for.
If you're not here at the end of the stream, I'll find you. And I'll invite you back. Of course. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Oh god.
I dropped my
Well,
glasses. On the intro.
That's the best I've got.
There you go.
It's chaotic today.
All right. Hey, everyone. I'm the last Omnitech, your favorite robot American. It's a pleasure to be here. I play Uptime, everyone's favorite online hacker. And also, on top of that, you can find me on Twitch on my own channel, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday mornings, 10:30 a.m. EST. I also run the Mouse Guard campaign, Mouse Guard the Frontier, on DMDM Studios. Prepping my own new fantasy setting because, sure, I just needed more work. And also, I'm working on Legacy TTRPG, a sci-fi TTRPG setting of my own rules creation and making. So, yeah, tune in if you want to see some art, hang out, and help me build worlds. And I'm here on Red and DMDM Studios all the time. That's me.
Oh, stop bragging.
Anyway, it's a pleasure. It really is, Red. Thank you.
Absolutely, fella. And last but not least, Alek Azam.
Yes. It's a leak.
Okay, my bad.
So I'm Alex Azam, a pro DM purveyor of all things homebrew. I have a million projects I'm working on. My biggest one right now is Alakazam's Dungeon Directories, which will go up on Indiegogo actually next month. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be a space for pro DMs to run games, and it's an inclusive space for BIPOC and LGBT creators. But I am playing Duke, who is... despite us living in Night City in 2045, I think this is set in, he thinks he's a cowboy, and he's an absolute maniac. So I'm excited. And Kat, I want to say, I hope you're feeling better soon. We're gonna have a fun time, and if Duke dies, it's your fault, and you could have prevented this.
Yeah, you literally could have, not gotten COVID.
Yeah.
But,
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
Wow, guys. Wow, starting off strong. Literally
Wow.
as strong as possible.
Yeah,
Kat,
I wish.
I think you're great. Please feel better. I'm
wish-
just joking around.
I genuinely wish there was a dislike button on Twitch, because I would be like the king of dislike videos. But yeah, no, Kat, we all wish you well, of course, and hope you have a speedy recovery. The Rona is a bad thing.
Yes.
It
obviously.
sucks.
I had that a few weeks ago, and I'm still not getting over it yet. So please feel better. I can see that just got to when Okay. Anyway.
Just don't get sick, dummy. Obviously. Anyway,
Okay. Cyberpunk Red.
yes. Oh, Art, tell us who you're playing. Stink.
I I told you I'm really bad at intros.
Well, then do it again.
You want me to just do my whole intro again?
I don't know. Just
No.
tell me who you play.
I play Vacant, who is a little shit.
Very good.
She's a punk rock, everyone's favorite band that nobody knows of. Vagrant. She's the guitar player.
Punk rock, rocker boy,
Yeah.
or rocker.
Vacant is so punk rock anarchy.
I haven't heard that in years. Oh my god.
I suppose.
That's so punk rock anarchy, dude.
So punk rock.
Okay, who wants to give us a recap of what happened last time? Actually, everybody but Omni gets to give a recap.
Oh yeah. Okay, so last time.
I'm not complaining.
He
Go
always
ahead.
gives the recap.
No.
He always gives the recap.
Last time we made it to Siren's home, where Duke begrudgingly was able to sit down on the surgery table, so that he could have his broken spine fixed after being punched and shot with a shotgun at the same time, if I remember correctly.
Submachine gun. You got ripped apart.
Yeah. While
Gunned.
while Duke was unconscious, the rest of you met Iceman and Siren's landlord, whose name I forgot, but excuse me. Then we were able to get some much needed shopping done. Uptime was able to switch over to a new cargo container that they could fit up with all sorts of defenses to help keep the Biotechnica chip safe. We were able to split up the money. Duke took a little bit for himself and gave it to the rest of you guys. And told Vacant several times, please don't spend all your money right away. To which they immediately went and spent about $91,000 or eddies, excuse me. So Duke was very upset about that, but they were able to pay for Carrie Uridine's guitar, which they had stolen, maybe? Question mark.
Technically,
and-
stolen is the correct word. Yes.
Borrowed.
And there was also an attempted carjacking. And then I will say one, which ended up being okay, but I will say one last thing that we did, like basically after we stopped rolling the stream, was Duke was able to fix up the car and add in, so it's now like like one of those like half van situations. So he has a living space. So instead of being homeless, he's upgraded to sleeping in a car.
Mobile
Nice.
homeless.
Yes.
Hell yeah. That's a great
Hey,
upgrade.
van life's pretty legit if you can make it work. Just saying.
It says that it has a bed, a shower, and even a place to cook meals. So
Yeah. It's pretty nice. Pretty preem, as they say.
Duke is leaning into his nomad connections to start upgrading the car. Oh my god, you just said Duke drives the pussy wagon.
Jesus Christ.
The only
love
thing
it.
Duke is picking up in that thing is diseases. Anyway. All right, that's good. So make sure you know that you have a. Trying to think, what should I reward for recaps? Nothing. Moving on. Okay, Omni.
all right.
Omni, there's some stuff that happened with you that was specific to you and Siren.
Yes. So me and Siren went to go set up the home, which was, as he alluded to, Uptime's been living inside of a cubicle house for a long time. The cubes are nice, but they're not really your own thing.
You don't like
So
a cube
for the
hotel?
years-
They're really comfy, you know? You can like stretch out your
mean, but
arms almost.
I mean, by comparison to homelessness, it is nice, but I'd rather like living outside of something smaller than a child's kindergarten cubby. So he went and got himself a new accommodation, a container home out on the shore, which, as Alec alluded to, it was in part to help keep the chip safe, but also he just needs somewhere to operate out of that isn't in the middle of like a block where he can get jumped by people.
Oh yeah,
So-
and then you got jumped anyway.
Yeah, sort of. As we were setting the place up, it turns out that there was someone upped the ante on us, and a random guy tried to jack the car from us, the truck, which, in fairness, is the truck we stole from someone else. Okay, we didn't steal it. It's what's the phrase? It's legitimate salvage. The owner is dead, so it's
Mhm.
We
ours.
borrowed
Because
it.
that's
It's
how that
Duke's
works.
car now. I've already spent money on upgrades, so it's my car now.
Yeah, exactly. Someone nearly drove off with it. Thankfully, we found him. He sprinted off, and I got a hold of his personal data before he sprinted away. There was a brief debate whether we should shoot him, and then we didn't. We just let him run because it's not worth it. And that's kind of what happened with us. Other than that, nothing too crazy. We also found out that that contact, Iceman, is also from South Am, like Uptime is. So that's an interesting development. You'll have to see how that goes. It's going to be intriguing. And that's kind of everything I got, I think.
Alec out here be like, yeah, I found it and I pissed on it, so it's mine now.
That's how Duke operates. Right?
That's why all the booths smell like piss. Okay, makes sense. That he sleeps in. Let's see here. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good catch up. You guys, obviously, were going to get a gig from Iceman, who I will show to the chat once again. Look upon him in despair. No, I'm just kidding. Really chill, dude.
He
He's,
does seem pretty chill, and also, I'm
chill
not
out.
going to lie, for some reason he looks a little bit like Bruce Campbell.
Like
I'm not wrong,
like
right?
a Hispanic
a little
Bruce
bit?
Campbell.
He's like if Bruce
Yeah.
Campbell let himself go.
If Bruce Campbell let
But he
himself
did.
go and also did the fusion dance with some random person from Spain.
With Danny Trejo.
Yes. Weirdly, yes.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
what? What's the matter, huh? I just bumped the microphone with my sunglasses. I'm so cool. Let's see. Okay, so you guys were getting a job from Iceman. So we had that 4-day span where you had some downtime and time to do things. Obviously, Omni picked himself up as he said, he picked up that empty container and he's sort of just living out of that. Kat upgraded the clinic, or is in the process of upgrading, we'll say, just to give a reason why she's not joining us. And Alec got a cool car upgrade, and Art returned a guitar.
No, I didn't. I paid for it.
That's right, you paid for it.
Yeah, it's mine.
That's right.
Did not return it. It's mine.
I can't help but feel that was not worth the trouble, but
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
you're right. My bad. My bad.
Exactly.
I am the GM. Honestly, you did the right thing. Anyway, so what?
Nothing.
Okay, so you're meeting with Iceman 4 days later, 4 days hence, as it were, and you're meeting at the apartments where Kat stays, and your old good pal Virgil is hanging out. The landlord, and he sees the three of you sort of just like roll up in this what did Ina call it, the pussy wagon?
Okay.
You know, the funny thing is that it actually works pretty well, like the kind of thing you would hear in Cyberpunk.
Okay, I will say, I did actually come up with a canon name for the car, which is, Duke calls it Bullseye.
Okay, that's a lot more like PG than the pussy wagon.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Bullseye's nice. Or call it silver.
I did consider silver, but it's not a silver car. Yeah, he painted it. Like, so Duke went and he painted it, and it's like completely murdered out, all matte black. Like, all the chrome has been painted matte black. The body is matte black. The windows are like very tinted. Everything on this car has been completely blacked out.
Oh my god. Well, I guess we're the men in black now. We all need to go get clothing.
How'd you shade the windows? Spray paint.
We're not driving it anyway. People don't drive their cars. That's what agents are for.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
wait,
wonders
what?
of technology until they don't work. Anyway, so you're pulling up,
Yeah.
and you see Virgil. Best way to describe Virgil is Carl from Aqua Team Hunger Force, for people that don't know who that is. Sort of bald with, like, the
Yes.
horseshoe haircut, like, crappy mustache, like, tank top, gold chain, you know? And he just sort of, he has his hands out, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing pulling up?
Pardon me, Virgil. We have some business with Iceman, so
I don't recall any of that. What are you doing here?
I-
Second.
do you have a hearing problem? I just told you we have business with Iceman.
Yeah, but we got like a party going on right now. Can you like go
Well, see,
away?
the thing is that our business with Iceman doesn't have nothing to do with your party. They can be two separate entities that exist apart from each other. We have diverged in the wood, as it were.
I'm calling the police. You start walking back inside.
Wait,
Look, hey, look,
is,
come on,
is Virgil?
come here, come on back. No, there's no reason to be bringing the authorities into this. And even then,
Quick
I've done
question.
plenty of work with the police. All right, we just want to talk to Iceman. Right, we have some business dealings, some that'll bring in money. You like money, right?
Iceman with his nice coat would sort of step out of a door from the garage because he obviously saw you guys pull up. It just took him a little bit to get down the stairs.
Which one of them was a fan? One of them was and one of them wasn't. I can't remember who's who.
Iceman's a fan. Virgil's never
Iceman's
heard
a
of
Oh,
it.
good. Cool.
So Iceman would come out. I'll just keep his picture up for everybody at home, and then I'll get rid of it whenever the time is appropriate. He'd walk up and he'd give you guys a wide smile and hold his hands up. Hey, glad you can make it. I got a job for you, as promised.
See? We weren't lying.
Virgil, why don't you
Yeah.
get out of here? You got a party to take care of, right? Virgil's
You tried to
nodding.
tell us
Yeah.
that you didn't want to see us.
Iceman would just shrug like, I'm not making excuses for this turd. And Virgil would just head back inside.
Duke is gonna just turn back to Iceman. Thank you. You and I didn't get a chance to properly meet. I was unconscious, but I've been told a lot about you. I respect any fixer who can get work in that city. So it's a pleasure to potentially do business with you.
Hey, I can say the same. You seem to be able to handle yourself. You get ripped apart and you're back up walking a few days later. That's pretty respectable.
Yeah, I heard you've seen me in a couple bars. I'm not sleeping in them anymore. I fixed up a vehicle, but perhaps you've heard of my bounty work.
Sure, Chumba. I've seen and done a lot of things. But, yeah. I've kept my eye on you, lad. You know, I like keeping tabs on people I work with. Because I don't want to work with somebody that might screw me over. Sure you understand.
Of course,
That's
we're all about professionalism, right?
sure.
Upton's been sitting in the back seat, quietly working on his, quietly working on his agent, just like making sure that everything is okay with Siren at the moment.
Yeah, Uptime's in the back
Absolutely.
seat, like, with one of those, like, old, like, movie players, and he has, like, Shark Boy and Lava Girl, too, and he's just, like, fucking
Oh my
chilling
God.
out in his booster seat. Just vibing. But,
He's the child.
the person that I've had a hard time finding any info on is, Senor Miguel in the back seat, but...
Well,
I make a certain point of maintaining anonymity, if I may be so honest. If it makes you feel any better. If you can't find anything on me, it means I'm good at my job.
exactly
He does
my
have
thoughts.
a fair point.
yeah, Uptime is a master of stealth and discretion.
Well,
The finest net runner I've ever seen. I've worked with so many. You can see Duke is like trying to explain like all the technology they're good with, but he doesn't know how any of it works. So he's like, they're quite skilled.
Okay. Amigo, it's okay. Reputation precedes. We're good. Besides, as I've established, me and Iceman seem to share more than just professional background. So, it's a pleasure. Good to see you again, amigo.
Likewise. Now, let's get down to business here. I need some information from a guy. Not the kind of information where you just like jack into the net and just grab it and go. Kind of information that you need to go behind enemy lines for.
Oh, uh, that's interesting.
And I got
Certain...
2 competent point men. He'd point to Vacant and Duke. And I got somebody that can get the information I need. He'd point to Uptime.
All right. Seems straightforward enough. Where were you thinking?
Well, the problem with this, Jumba, is it's really close by, but it's in a combat zone. So this is gonna have hazard pay, obviously. That goes without saying. I pay my people good. But
That's stuff we can handle, no problem. Vacant here is I mean, you should see how they handle themselves. They're true, dyed-in-the-wool, cold-blooded killer. It's unbelievable to see them in action. And Uptime is just. Plus, of course, I got Lulabelle here, and I'll just hold the revolver.
Iceman's gonna sort of like lean in the passenger window and start punching something into your GPS. Guy's named Miko. They call him the Butcher. He's pretty dangerous, so be careful. But if he's by himself, he's not gonna be any problem. He's a butcher, Doc.
Oh, interesting.
Ripper, Doc, but you know, a butcher instead.
I think I get the picture.
He's a scav. Leader of a scav gang. You shouldn't have any real big issues with him. You lot seem competent. So.
What is it you precisely need to know about?
He's got a chip in his head. A lot of information stored on it. It's basically a second brain. I need you to take it out of his head and bring it to me.
Do you need him to be alive after we take the chip out of his head?
Not necessarily, but it would be preferable.
That's steep, but it's doable. For the right coin, I think it's possible.
Let's see. Hazard pay. You're going into gang territory. You're doing me a very specific job. This isn't from me, by the way. This is from a client of mine, of course. 300 apiece.
300's all right. I assume 350 wouldn't be stretching it too much. I mean, a combat zone is one thing, you know.
And I don't think you want to tell the fans that I'm dead.
Well,
is there a roll I can make to see how fair this wage is?
yeah.
Ooh.
Anything related to street smarts, I'll let you justify that to me.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's see. Social. Where was street smarts again? I can't remember. Oh, streetwise. Here we go. Yeah, I'm actually trained in this shit.
Can I maybe
feel
roll for that as well? Just to double our chances.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I could be, because I've got like local expert. I'd assume I know kind of this area quite well. I guess.
Yeah. Go right ahead.
Okay. I got a. Is that 10? Yeah.
What?
Said he put it into the GPS. Which combat zone is he sending us to?
South Night City. So it's not that bad. It could be worse. You could be in the old combat zone.
Right.
There's a little blip here. I'll poke it for you.
So it seems like it's read it incorrectly somehow, but I should
17,
right now
right.
be getting a 16.
16?
Yeah, I think mine. I don't know if mine read right because that.
Yeah, that is bizarre. I don't know why that's working like that, but 16. 16. This is actually more than most solos get paid for jobs like this. So.
Okay.
Oh.
I tell you what, Chumbas. 300 if you kill him. 400 if you keep him alive. Sound good?
That
I can agree.
Idea. Yes.
Sounds
Very
good.
much so.
He'd offer his bionic arm for a shake.
I'm just gonna stare at it.
Luke will shake his head.
I'm
I,
just
um,
staring at his hand.
You see the artificial muscle tense as he shook the Duke's hand.
I'll kind of not. We'll take care of it, and we'll report back to you once we have it done. And I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I do too, Chumbada. We'll figure it out, but I need this by at least tonight. If you can get it to me tomorrow morning really early, that's fine too, but let's get it soon, okay?
I'm gonna turn to the others. I'm like, I ain't doing anything right now, and I'm gonna turn the car on. But you can see Duke doesn't use keys for the car. He actually takes the revolver and seems to have removed the ignition and slots the barrel of the revolver into the car and then turns the hand, like the actual grip of the revolver like it's a key.
That's cool as fuck.
That's pretty sick, actually.
He seems to have fitted so that like he can use his revolver as the key to the car.
I don't know why that's giving me Trigun vibes. But yeah, anyway, old anime
I love
reference.
that.
Right on. Okay. Well, I
Makes
see
it
you.
easier so people can't steal the car.
That's fair. I see you Chumbas in a little while. He'd give the side of the car a pat and he'd go to head back inside. I'll be in touch. I got your
You can
lines.
just salute.
Tell Virgil to leave us alone. And I'm gonna just peel out.
You like do fucking donut and then take out of the parking lot.
Let me get some one.
Hydration check.
Dick. Oh, did we? God damn it.
Now, I've done plenty of bounties. Have I ever heard of the Butcher?
I'll let everybody make streetwise
Okay,
checks
like-
for that.
Streetwise?
Or-
Would it be street?
Any sort of check you can justify for this. For identifying a threat, quote unquote.
I could do local expert again, but then this isn't
Local expert?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine, because you're from Night City, so you're fine.
I was gonna say criminology
That's also
to see if
fine.
I've heard of his criminal record.
I got a 19.
Okay, so I got a 12 in criminology.
12, this guy's probably smell fry. 19, the Butcher's been around for a little while. People kind of suspect that the Butcher isn't just one person and that it's like multiple people. But this guy in specific, probably a poser, you can assume. But you don't know until you see him, so better hope he's a poser. Because if he's not, he's probably a cyber psycho.
I'll head into start heading into the combat zone, coming in off the highway, and I'll turn to the other two in the car. Now, if things get messy, I brought Texas Red with me, but Lula Bell should be able to handle most anything we run into in there. Now, Uptime, I assume you're going to want to stay in the car and do all your business from a secure location.
Actually, not this time, Chuba. The truth of the matter is, I think I actually might be the most qualified one to do this. I'm used to field work, believe it or not. And this kind of fits my MO. But that
Alright.
said, I definitely could use some interference. How good are you to it moving silently, if I might ask? And I mean,
Well-
like, actually moving silently, not the so silent that no one is alive afterward to tell about it. The real
no.
time.
No, I can handle myself when it comes to stealth, you know. I'm quiet, and I'll point to the revolver. Lula Bell's the one that's loud.
She
That's
likes to
fair.
talk.
What about you, Vacant? Do you have any experience? And he looks at Vacant's outfit and clothing in general, everything.
Every...
Are you
Side-eye.
particularly good at discretion, or is this really more of a whiz bang kind of thing?
I did make a career out of making very loud music and dressing in loud clothing. I don't think I'm very well suited to. To be honest, I've actually never killed anyone.
And
If it makes you feel any better, up until a few days ago, I haven't.
Thank you for the resub, JJ.
Duke kind of is like, oh, because Duke's killed a lot of people. Like-
Duke's just like, yeah, I got a bunch of notches in my belt.
I
I'll
can break
actually-
noses and faces, but I've never killed anyone.
That that's a good thing. All right, you know, it's you don't want to run around and be killing people. All right, killing a man is, I mean, it's a hell of a thing. You take away all that he is and all he's ever going to be. You prepared to handle that if you have to?
I guess we'll find out.
Hey.
You can see that she looks just super uncomfortable to be in a combat zone.
Folks in the
And so it was
chat,
like,
remember you can spend 5,000 points to up the ante at any time.
Thank you, Red.
You're welcome.
Yes, definitely.
Appreciate Can I make like
You
a
can also
driving
spend
check?
1,500 to give us rerolls, please, for the love of God.
But don't do that. Save up. Let's see.
Can I? Nice. Can I do like a driving check or something to get us to like? I mean, it's not like safe anywhere in the combat zone, but to like kind of stealthily move us through and like find a safe spot to park.
Yeah, I'll let you make any appropriate check that you think would be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do drive land vehicle.
That is perfectly fine.
Okay, that's a 15.
I need to save a lot more points now. You got the right idea, Stink Ball.
Which
I'm
part of the
halfway
combat
to
zone,
the
by the
ops
way,
menu.
is this taking place in? Is this old combat zone?
South
or
Night
is
City.
it
South Night City.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
you
by
see
Miko's
Miko's
hideout.
hideout. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
I mean, if we're coming in off the Glen, it shouldn't be too bad, but dude, because it's just like I fucking hate going into the combat zone. Like,
Highway to the combat zone.
I'm
I
not one
used
for
to live-
combat.
I will
used
say,
to live off-
Duke would have had the two of you sit in the back seat while he puts his shotgun in the passenger seat.
That is fair. I'm just
Yeah,
peering
no.
over Uptime's shoulder, watching what's happening.
So as we're rolling, Uptime is doing his best to try to access the net, or what's left of it, and see if he can't find some schematics of the region. See if there's one, like specifically the building types, the sewers in the area. He's trying to access municipal data like he always does, as best as he can. He's probably not going to be able to access anything particularly meaningful until we find out the specific location the car is heading towards.
The neighborhoods are pretty much a bunch of gray bricks on GPS and most maps.
That's fair.
They don't
Kinda
really
what I
like block out anything that's like, oh, certain people live here. It's like, no, everybody's off the grid for the most part.
That's fair.
It is a combat zone after all. The police seldom go here for obvious reasons. They protect the borders, but that's about it. They don't want the Glen or University District getting invaded, but people do live in these combat zones. They're just a little bit more radical anarchy than other places in Night City, which is saying a lot.
That kind of people.
Hell yeah,
Duke
Old
has-
Japantown's
Duke has
fucking
been here
rad.
many times. But I'll find a place to park that I feel like the car will be relatively safe. I mean, I also have, like I said, I have some nice upgrades to help protect it from any normal person who would try to just boost my fucking car. But
What are those upgrades out of curiosity?
so I have the big one right now is I have the I'm looking at the exact name of it. The housing capacity upgrade. I can only do the one right now because I only have one level of Nomad.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I could make a vehicle tech check if you'd like to basically like shut down the doors so they can't be opened unless I like go and unlock them.
Okay. But you can only do that like
I don't have a specific upgrade for it yet, but like I said, if I truly don't think it's safe, I don't mind parking in the Glen and fucking walking. But I don't know if Vacant and Uptime want to do that.
yeah, that'd be
I
a
don't
lot
mind.
of walking.
Yeah, so
Don't mind.
I would be fine if you want. I can make a check, or if not, then I would just try to find as quiet a place as I can to put the car, and just hope.
Actually, I have an idea. Red.
Yes.
So, when we were talking about our characters, Uptime has an old fixer friend that actually operates out of a ramen shop in the divide between Japantown and the Glen.
She absolutely does.
So, could we go find Dynamo and see if maybe they'd be willing to put up our truck for a bit and give us some tips on how to get in and out?
Yeah, sure. You're gonna you're gonna rendezvous with Dynamo.
Yeah.
Okay. We have
Uptime
time.
will Uptime will quickly get on the horn with Dynamo, hop and drop the visor, get into the net, and briefly like send a message the usual way, a burst of data, all encoded. It's like, hey, we might need somewhere to park a vehicle. We have a contract that we need to get done. Would you be willing to allow us to park our vehicle by the ramen shop and also meet with you briefly for a quick consult? Usual fees.
She'd send back a message, and she Uptime knows this. You two don't. Dynamo is a kindly old Japanese woman, and she's like, "Oh, it's so nice to hear from you. How have you been?" And just like, "Sure, meet me at my place in half an hour. I'll be there."
Oh,
So Uptime grins behind his mask and pulls up his cyberware and leans forward up to Duke and sort of taps him on the shoulder. You're going to want to go to these coordinates, and he's gonna put the little bit right there.
And Duke, and you'd see this is actually across the Glen in Old Japantown, or on the border between the Glen and Old Japantown. So it's a little bit of a ways out of the way, but it might be good for safety.
Like I said, I spend money upgrading this car. I don't want to lose it the next gig we do. So
That's fair.
Um,
That's fair.
so I'll spin off the highway and head through the Glen to old. I'm like looking at the corner, like, what's a ramen shop?
I need to get you a bowl of this.
Oh.
It's pretty good. Don't worry, you'll enjoy it. But it's pronounced ramen, amigo. It's ramen, like
ramen.
ramen. Yes.
Well, I don't got nothing against raw men, but I'm asking what the hell it is.
Noodles. It's noodles, amigo.
Noodles. Oh, like spaghetti?
It gives you a pat on the shoulder. That's close enough. I think that's you'll see. You'll see.
Can somebody clip that, please?
And I'm gonna go and I'll park and you get the distinct impression Duke's been living off of kibble for the past several years. He probably hasn't had like actual, food meant for human consumption in a long time.
Bachelor show.
It's like he either is drinking whiskey or eating kibble. Like it's just yeah.
Have you really never tried ramen?
No,
Bacon's like lean up like almost like sideways next to Duke as he's driving.
No, I haven't. I mean, I've been having mostly, the cheapest. I mean, it's just food. It doesn't matter. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I used to have steak most nights, but I gave all that up. Now I'm just sticking to the bare necessities.
For reference, for those that don't know, real beef is like a high commodity. So
yeah, that would
All sin
be
stuff.
insane to spend money on in Night City. I just want to throw that out there. It's like, oh yeah, I would spend thousands of dollars on food every night. It's like, he's just gonna drop that and
move on like it was nothing.
I'll go and park at the ramen shop.
so you pull up at this ramen shop, and this ramen shop has a sign that's in neon Japanese text, and can't really tell the name. Doesn't have an English counterpart, but there's plenty of people from all different walks of life coming to this place, just sort of chilling out. It's not super busy, especially at this time of day, but Omni, you see your contact just sort of sitting at a table by herself with both of her bionic arms sort of like resting, her elbows resting on the table and her hands together, like she's just patiently waiting with this cup of tea.
So Uptime pats Duke on the shoulder and sort of gestures in her direction. That would be my friend Dynamo. Give me a moment. Un momento. Okay, amigo. I'm going to go and lay some groundwork and find out what we can find out about this person as well as also maybe some useful information. I highly suspect this is going to get more complicated than we thought. Gives you a little
Grab
pat on the
some
shoulder and
ramen.
opens the door.
Turn the
As
car
you
off.
get-
Take the revolver out. Put it
Get
away.
some
No,
food.
no, that holster. Holster.
I'm not going to threaten your friend. Y'all have a very low opinion of me.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. We're in the combat zone, and this is a neutral ground.
Yeah.
You start shooting, we're all going to die.
Okay.
He's like taking it up to put it away in his holster. And you're like already on his ass. Like,
okay.
damn. Like,
It's
it's
just
the key
ready.
to the car. I don't know what y'all want me to do. I gotta take the key out.
Right. I actually forgot about that. Like, not him. Omni
He's
forgot
pulling his gun
about
out.
that.
Like,
I think they didn't really pull you out of the chest. We're like, no, we're like, we do that every time now. You're
just
you're not gonna need a car alarm. We are your car
Luke
alarm.
is just like, I don't know. I'm just turning the car off.
I don't know what I did wrong.
He gives you a pat on the back.
Jesus.
It's okay, amigo. It's okay. Sorry, I'm a little jumpy. It's been a bit. I just moved
A
out.
little?
Okay?
A little jumpy.
I feel like y'all have a very low opinion of my self-control.
Uptime just gave himself hemorrhoids freaking out right there. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, seriously. I have a kidney stone I need to push out later.
He's
He's
spitting
gonna get
pebbles.
out and start grows. He's gonna start walking over there, and he's dressed probably a little bit like me right now, just like standard like t-shirt with like some goofy logo on it, Hawaiian shirt. I'm assuming a little warmer in Night City at the moment, so
It's always warm.
he's cut down on the heavy jacket he normally wears. As he slowly walks over, hola, amigo. How you doing, amiga? It's been a day. It's been a day, amiga. How are you today?
Hello, dear. Sit down. Sit down.
Thank you. And he sits down on the table and sort of like hands in his head for a second, and then looks up through his visor. Oi. Well, I appreciate you being willing to meet me. Thank you.
We haven't
How are
talked
you?
in 2 months, so I was very happy to see you.
Same. Thank you. I've been trying to lay relatively low. Trying is the operative word here. It seems trouble can't help but find me.
So,
Uh,
what's the sitch, bitch? Should say very casually.
right to it as always. I appreciate it.
It really got me.
So, things are a little, I won't say fucky. Generally speaking, I'm kind of dealing with a bit of a crisis. So we're trying to take some jobs and lay low. I'm running with a crew now, as he gestures back to the truck. They're reliable in a fight, and quite capable in a fight. Today requires a little more discretion. So, what do you know about our friend, the Butcher, up in South Night City, in the combat zone?
Hey, the butcher. She'd be thinking, like drumming her fingers. The Miko? His name Miko.
Yes, that would be correct. We may have just received a contract to extract something off of his person, preferably non-lethal, but
Highly dangerous. He is. He, one of his rackets is getting a bunch of men together and intercepting trauma team.
intercepting trauma team.
They're quicker
shooting
than
me?
trauma team. They get there, they hear a call, intercept it, go there, take all the parts out of the victim. Trauma team has skeletons to work with.
That is actually pretty incredible.
They call him the butcher for a reason. Should know.
Well, good to know what we're working with here. How big is his crew? Is it a small independent crew, or does he rock a bigger gang?
The poser gang. But he knows what he's doing. Sometimes. All idiots like that eventually run into a brick wall.
With luck, today won't be us being that brick wall. I don't think we have enough men to do it. But
Yeah, there's three of you? Nah, you ain't gonna do shit. She'd shake her head.
good to know.
Quick question:
Yes.
can she see us in the car, like through the windows?
Yeah, she saw Duke wave like,
Uptime
I-
really did point to you guys, like
Oh,
when he was
right.
talking about
Follow-up question: is she a fan?
you.
'Cause I'm gonna campaign for this old Japanese woman to be a huge fan of underground punk music.
Yeah,
Oh
your
my
next song is
God.
gonna be called "What's the Sitch, Bitch."
Oh, goddamn right it is.
You roll for that, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Invoke your stardom upon me. Don't take that out of
1D
context.
1d10 versus a DV8, or I basically just need to roll a d10 and pray it's high.
Let's see.
Let me see. I rolled the maximum possible.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fluffy.
Holy
She's a
shit!
big fan.
Is that vacant or vagrant? Is that who you
Holding
working
on to
with
the-
these days?
Holding onto the side of the car, like, oh no.
Yes, that in fact would be vacant of vagrant.
I'm doing you a favor. I know I owe you a favor, but you're gonna owe me a favor. She'd point to herself. Go get her. Come over here. She's gonna fucking sign something.
Fair, amiga. And he stands up and then turns around. He pulls his mask down just enough to whistle through it at the truck and point to vacant. Get over here. You, yes, you. Come here.
Very gingerly gets out the car. and
It's
walks
like
over.
Uptime whistles over, and Duke is like unbuckle, like, oh, not me. Oh, just kind of fine. I guess I'll just go fuck myself then.
You can try this ramen everybody's been talking about.
No,
No, I don't want.
we're about to work. I don't need any raw men right now. It's fine.
I can't think of a better time to have raw, man.
Fucking crying.
It's always a good time for ramen.
I agree.
Um,
Wholeheartedly.
It's the most awkward wave I've ever seen. Just hi. Yes.
Miguel. Dynamo would look over at her. Do you even know who the fuck this is?
Yes, I am very much aware of their musical stylings, and I'll admit, I'm slowly becoming a fan.
Yeah, she's one bad bitch. She's not.
How the fuck do you know?
Hey, she'd be like digging through her pocket. She has like this long, like grandmotherly cloak on and like a beanie, and she's like trying to find something that she can like have you sign. And here, she'd like toss you a thing of keys. Sign these. And there's like a little keychain on it.
What's the keychain?
It
Is
says,
it a
it
fucking,
says
like-
it says Night City University on it on one side.
Look, I can do you one better. The next time that we're playing not in a combat zone, I can get you free tickets. If you put in a very nice word for us.
I can see what I can do. She'd nod.
Cool. And start signing. Like, I don't know if you can grave it or like just like with a felt tip pen, just write. my name on
Yeah,
it.
just like a Sharpie marker.
Sharpie in your pinky finger. I love that.
Zing.
I get this all the time.
I don't get it often from older people.
Aw, thank you. She like put her hands together. She took it back and tucked it away. Anyway, back to business. Sit down. You're making me nervous. She points a vacant hand up to. And get that hunk out of the car.
Turns around and this time points directly at you, Duke, and just waves you over.
Duke turns down like the Marty Robbins he was listening to in the car. Oh, what? Oh, and like gets up. You see, he like moves the shotgun from the passenger seat and like tucks it away in the car, like so it's not in plain sight. And then he'll get out and like lock the door and come out. Hello there. Pleasure to meet you.
Hello. Miguel, you didn't tell me you're hanging out with so many attractive people. We should have been talking more.
I know.
He's-
I'm sorry.
he's-
The past couple of weeks have been kind of. There's a word for it, but I'll just say fucky. Yeah,
He's
I'm
my-
working through it.
He's my new security detail.
Ah, bitchin'. Should not.
And yeah, that's pretty much what I do. My name is Duke Cottis. It's a real pleasure to be in your ramen shop. I
There's a
never
fourth
had
member.
ramen before, but
Hold,
I
hold
heard
that
yours
thought,
is
Mr.
very
Duke.
good.
She'd look over and she'd yell. She's like, "Ah!" She's like fucking yelling in Japanese, like, everybody! You can't understand what she's saying, but she's just like fucking hawking, just like screaming. You'd hear like the faint yell back from somebody in the kitchen. That will change very soon. Just wait. Have a
I will
seat.
say, since this is
Cool.
he like is trying to be nice to this old lady. He has his coat is covering up the holster of his revolver, so he's not like open carrying in this place. But he'll go and sit down and look like, and he takes his hat off because he's inside.
So, how do you know Miguel?
Well, it's actually a funny story. We were on a train and it was being jacked. They would try to rob us, and well, Uptime here they helped deal with some of the security systems, and I was able to help take down a couple of the assailants, and I went and I got them all a drink, and then we started doing some work together. They're quite the net runner. I mean, I don't understand how none of that stuff works. All I handle is cars and guns, but they're a
You,
master.
re- you remember that code that I sent you a sample of a few weeks ago and told you that I managed to somehow bypass the municipal gateways on all the different train tracks? And that I managed to somehow get a hold of pretty much everything, including emergency services?
Yeah, quit your bragging. You've done that 100 times, and so have I.
I know, I'm just letting you know that's the guy. These are the guy. These are the people. That's where they're from.
Miguel, you're such a good boy. She'd reach over and pat you on the head, protecting people and stuff. Oh, I knew I raised you right, even though she's only known you for like 3 years.
Here's a good laugh about that.
I love her.
Yeah,
She's pretty awesome.
no, Uptime here has been a fast friend, a true one. You know, it's real nice. And then of course, Vacant here, their music is incredible.
You said you didn't like my music.
And I'm gonna turn. I don't, but you have a lot of fans, so
that's fair enough.
look, I have particular tastes. It's a little perhaps unusual for Night City, but well, I mean, I'm an unusual man.
There is a fourth member to our quartet. She's not here at the moment. Siren is currently occupied. But
Oh,
I'm
Miguel, this
sure
is the most women you've ever hung out with.
Look, I don't get out very much, okay? The club scene just doesn't gel with me, as a general rule of thumb.
Oh,
But,
I
all
know.
of us come
It
to
doesn't
our
jam with me
gigs.
either.
Come and see a show.
There'd be a young Japanese man sort of like walking out this tray, and it had like 3 big old bowls of ramen in it, and he'd set them down. Here you go.
I need to ask the question again.
I'm gonna take the bowl and then I'm gonna look at the chopsticks and like look and be like, I don't.
The man would promptly set down a fork in front of you and a spoon.
Thank you. Just very indelicately, like getting soup all over myself. Oh, this is fucking. Pardon my language. This is delicious. I mean, wow, I ain't had nothing but kibble for
I
3
know,
years.
it's fucking banging, isn't it?
You forget what actual food is like. I mean, I think since the last time I had steak, I haven't had anything as good as this.
Well, I just got off the agent with Siren, so we're coming back in the future. Now you see why I wanted to come here. Also because Dynamo is one of the best fixers in the biz, and I trust her implicitly.
You wouldn't happen to have a straw, would you? Bacon's still wearing her gas mask, so she can't fucking eat the ramen.
the man would just kind of look at you like, What?
I also just really quickly, I rolled. He is not a fan. He fucking hates Vagrant. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
He
Probably
fucking
sick
hates
of
them.
hearing it in the back room with this old lady playing it so much.
He just sort of like look at you with like this look, and he realized who you were. And, like, no straw. He'd shake his head and go walk into the back.
Shit. Staring at the bowl of ramen, really sad.
Take off your mask. It's inappropriate to be wearing things indoors anyway. The old woman would just sort of like stop being difficult. She'd.
Just poking at the mask.
Now, Miguel, what
Look,
did you want again? You wanted parking or something?
Yes, we need to find somewhere to safely park that, and he points to the truck, as well as also maybe a little bit of knowledge in advance. And he's going to reach up and take down his mask a little bit to eat ramen because even Miguel isn't above showing a little courtesy at this place. Which is probably the first time you guys have actually seen his face. Like, period. So, and he's going to immediately break the chopsticks in half and begin to eat bit by bit. And then after slurping loudly and sort of pointing the chopsticks over at Dynamo. So we need a couple of things. First off, obviously, we do need a place to park. Second, any information you can get on our quarry, if you understand my meaning. Objectively, we don't want to kill him if we can avoid it. We're just looking to get a thing out of this person. And if we can learn more about how to get in and out quickly, discreetly, anything you might know in the grapevine, because there's the old-fashioned way of finding out, but it gets a little messy if you follow my meaning.
She'd like knock down. She'd like pull up her beanie and like knock down this visor, and she'd start like reaching around, like touching things with her bionic hand. What I can do for you right now is there's a parking garage in the glen nearby the hideout, which would be good for you. Not much information is known about this guy. He's quick. He's definitely got a police record. But, what's in it for me?
Usual fee, as well as also, I might have fallen into something big.
So
More signed records?
You've been very vague about it. As much as I would like that, that would be a fine tip.
All right.
Luke is gonna reach in his pocket and pull out 200 eddies. I wanted to pay you for the ramen and for your time, and I'm gonna hand it over.
This covers it. She'd take it and just like put it into her jacket like a fiend, just like.
I can find the other 2 members of the band and get you some records, signed ones.
Yeah. I assume also that that'll cover the parking garage, and we were hoping perhaps we've been working with Iceman, but you look like you know some jobs around this city.
She'd look over at Miguel. I could probably hook you up with jobs if you're looking for some.
I'm never going to say no to a job, especially with what we need now.
Yeah, I've often found when the man's got money in his pocket, he begins to appreciate peace. You know what I mean? I figure the harder I work now, then the more I can relax when I just ride off into the sunset. Understand?
Mm-hmm. Romantic. She'd nod like, oh. Very good.
Question. Character question.
Sure.
In my experience with Dynamo, is she the sort of person that is interested in big, deep secrets, and the sort of person that can keep them?
Oh, he's definitely interested in big secrets. She's a nut runner just like you, and
Right.
she likes being an information broker. She likes keeping secrets until she's paid enough to rat people out.
Divulge them.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Whoever's
Alright.
got the bullet, basic.
So yeah, we'll wait on that then. Excellent. I would be willing to do a couple of jobs as well, but I did want to ask another thing too. and he's going to drop down the visor so she knows he's going into NetSpace. And in NetSpace, towards her, he's going to send her a private message, which states, "And in addition to traditional payment, I'm looking for access to an advanced software engineering lab with no hardline connections. It needs to be off the grid
You,
as a long-term project."
right. In the meat space, she'd nod a little bit.
You put the visor back up. So, if that's the case, then if our business is concluded, I'm ready to move, gentlemen, lady.
Thank you very much, Tom. It was a pleasure. Like I said, hopefully we get to work again. I do have one little condition, and I'm gonna kind of lean over. Duke is a little bit putting the moves on this lady, because he knows like he could probably get more money if he flirts a little bit. I have one other condition though. I won't work for Militech ever. You understand me?
She put her hands up. Okay.
It's a simple thing, but well, a man's got to know his limitations.
I don't get
And I
many
won't.
Militech jobs. Militech's very paranoid of the net.
Yeah. And if few that you get, don't toss them my way. Thank you.
Sounds
This
good.
has been delicious, and I'll toss out another 50 eddies and hand them over. Truly,
You
best
know
meal
how,
I've had in a long time.
you know how to make a woman happy. She took the 50 and tucked it away.
We'll make sure to come back again very shortly for another meal. Thank you, Daniel. He reach over and sort of kiss her on the cheek. Imagine like he frequently would. So
He gave her a
The
little
rabbit
pat.
smells wonderful.
It smells delicious.
Can I get vacants to go so they can have it later?
Yeah, sure. She like turned back and she'd like scream into the kitchen in Japanese again.
And I'm gonna turn to vacant and give like the little like, and then just like turn and head back to the car.
He stares at the floor like, all right, cool, I guess.
The young man that didn't like you very much would just sort of like set this container on there. To go. He'd just
Thank
go
you.
walk back into the kitchen.
Just holding this this styrofoam box. Like,
He's a good boy. Don't mind him. She'd pat you on the head.
I don't think he likes me very much.
It's okay. He's just stupid. That's why he's working at a ramen shop. She'd not.
oh God.
But once I get back in the car, I'll be like, all right, let me take this over to the garage and we can then head on back. That's an interesting friend of yours, Uptime.
She's lovely. She likes me.
She's very good, but
Yeah.
she
She's
is a
so
netrunner
cute.
like me. So just be aware, she can keep a secret for coin, but she is a fixer and a free agent. So don't say anything you don't mind finding up. Popping onto the net here and there. I'm sure there's a couple boards you wouldn't like some secrets to pop up on.
Yeah, well, nobody's perfect, and I'm gonna just drive off to the parking garage.
But I'm perfect. Just your voice in the background, the muffled voice.
You make your way to the parking garage, and the parking garage is actually AI protected.
Okay,
Ooh.
so in that case, I'm not too worried about it. Okay, yeah, I'll go and park and again take the revolver out. I'll take my shotgun and sling it over my shoulder. I'm just gonna take slugs. I'm not gonna bother with shotgun shells. And then
I've got my katana. Which, by the way, is collapsible. So it's so easy to carry around. It's literally a collapsible katana. It's great.
That's amazing.
you're not
Sick as
taking
hell,
that guitar, are you?
No.
Okay.
It's just left in the backseat. But if it's gone by the time we get back, that will cause some problems.
You don't say.
If it's AI protected, I'm sure it'll be fine. All right.
And Our friend Miguel's bringing the usual gear. Can I have just like a quick moment? I'll be right back. Just want to grab something.
Sure, boss.
I'm gonna tell Uptime or Vacant. I'll tell Vacant like, look, I know you want to protect your identity. There's plenty of folks I don't want knowing what I look like, but you. I mean, are you even comfortable wearing that thing? Do you ever take it off?
Gets a little bit itchy, but it's not too bad. It's better that I'm going on a different accent. It's better that I keep it this way. Trust me. And she's just kind of, you can tell that she's looking at you through the eye lenses, but it kind of, because it's sitting kind of awkwardly, it looks like she's staring right over your shoulder.
It's like into the middle distance. Well, look, identity is a fickle thing, so I get it.
There is only 2 people on Earth, no, 4? 3, 4, the people who have ever seen it off. And that's my parents and my closest friends, so I don't feel comfortable doing that yet.
Well,
It's better that you don't know what I look like, or for now.
Actually, a Martian underneath it all.
That's just yeah.
Just like gray and green. You don't know.
All right.
It's better. It's better this way.
I'm back, ready to go.
Welcome back. Okay, so let's jump right into it then.
Here we go.
Indeed.
Where the me music? There we go. Yeah, baby.
I can see you picking the music there. Since I'm trying to read what the titles are.
It's all. Okay, I should probably put the players on this bit. Okay, there we go.
all right. Now, my earnest suggestion, and I'm willing to take ideas, is that we go in and we hit hard and fast. Maybe we can scare him into backing down, and we can get the chip. Just he'll take it out himself and hand it over.
No,
I mean-
no. I've
Even
been
I'm
thinking right now-
disagreeing. No.
So, from what I've heard, before you all spoke with Dynamo, I had a little conversation. This butcher guy has a real aptitude for fucking with people quickly and brutally. He's got a gang of posers. He himself is apparently pretty dangerous. It's big enough where straight up she just flat out told me that shit ain't gonna happen. If we get into a straight firefight with them, we'll be outnumbered significantly. And we'll probably die. They're more outnumbered than usual because we're down a person. So whatever we get shot with, that's gonna suck. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't feel like being EMT'd all the way over to Sirens. So,
I
well,
mean,
development.
I never had a problem being outnumbered. I mean, we go for a man hard enough, fast enough. He don't have time to think about how many's with him. He's just think about that wrath coming down on him. He's gonna start breaking and running. But
This guy is
I
known for
understand.
literally- yeah, he's known for outpacing trauma team.
They're
This
Oh.
guy literally poaches trauma team people for organ fund. So
oh, yeah, you ain't mentioned that. Well,
yeah, there's a reason it's
Hell.
called the Butcher. Apparently, it's fucking literal, which is great, right? That's fucking great. Wish they had led with that part. But regardless, I think our best bet is discretion. But
Do you think we could talk him out of just giving us the chip?
Whoops.
no, someone like that, he's poaching trauma team. This is what we here in the business call an absolute fucking lunatic. So
I agree with that, Cecil.
I think a bit of a diversionary subterfuge, getting in around behind them, separate them. You know, a bit of divide and conquer.
even better, I think.
If we can get
we
him on
could
his own,
work.
that
That
might
might be difficult, but we could maybe somewhat isolate him a little.
Can
So
I make
was
a Can I make a perception check to see how many like entrances there are into this place?
Sure.
Okay,
You guys can
I'm
see where you're
going-
at on the map, right?
yes, I'm going to because I can do this anytime out of combat. I'm going to use my threat detection, so I get a +4 to this.
Ooh.
Get
So, oh, I don't know why it did that. 14 minus 9.
Looks a little bugged, but I'll just subtract 1 from it because I feel like it's just adding the 1. So 13,
Okay, and then
9,
it's
22.
yeah. And then plus 4 to whatever it was. So
26.
yeah.
Okay. There's a catch with this place. One way in, one way out.
Yes.
And it is right here. I will mark it for you with a
I
thing.
see it.
Cool.
And are these people out in front on the side here? Do they look like tough or just random jackasses walking around?
They look a little tough, like they're here to do something, or they're kind of just hanging out right now. You see, none of them look like massive tech heads. A lot of them just have like more nice modern like specs, but they also have some older weird stuff mishmashing it. It looks like a car that's been in an accident and they have like new parts fitted onto it.
Damn it.
So yeah, these guys are definitely posers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Reminds me of that Johnny Cash song. All right. So, I think what we should do is we can either try and create a diversion, get these idiots away, and then sneak in, or I mean, we can try to just sneak around them, but I don't want them coming in behind us. I'd rather get them away before we get into this.
Well, good news. We have a perfect way to do it. Remember the way I said that this guy tends to intercept trauma team?
Mm-hmm.
Let's fake a trauma team call. See if we can draw them out. Somewhere nearby. Let's say a vehicular accident or even better, subway collision. About 2, 3 dead. Or near dead with trauma team beacons. Low paying, enough where he's not going to worry about them like coming in with like a fucking battalion. And high enough where it's still high enough gear worth stealing.
All right. Now you can fake that.
I can try. And failing that, there is always the very unfortunate real possibility of making it happen.
Quick
I will
question.
say,
Oh.
I have Red. I have a question out of character.
Please.
I also have one.
Does I hesitate to even bring this up so fast into our campaign, but does I assume Duke's brother has a trauma team membership?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Duke is like, I'd prefer that we see if we can fake it. I might have a backup if we can't, but let's try first, please.
I think that's entirely fair.
I also have a quick question.
Please.
Can we see how many of them are outside, I guess?
Yeah, you just see 5 of them sort of like lounging around. Some of them are snorting lines of substances off tables. Others are sort of
Well,
like...
who hasn't?
You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's like, yeah, I'll be upstairs.
I might be able to do something here. Because one of the charismatic impact things is a small group of fans, so I have to make sure they're fans first.
If they're
I
not...
can influence them. Yeah, I can influence them to let us through.
Well, they
Possibly.
have to be aware of you.
They have to know who I am first. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to
Yeah,
be aware and know who you are.
So let's see if we can fake the trauma team shit
Okay.
first, because we don't want to be like, "Hey, we're here," and then like have it not work.
I'm just saying that if
Yeah.
possible, if they are fans, I can impact a small group of them because it's less than 6.
Yeah.
Is the amount that I can influence them to like let us
Walk
through,
away.
essentially, or walk. Oh no, I can't do that because I can't get them to do things for me. I can get
okay.
them to give us. I can get them to give us like drink, drugs, or other favors. So like, oh, can we sneak in and use a bathroom or some shit? I can ask them to do that.
What a place to ask to
get
use a
in.
bathroom.
To get in, but if they know who I am, that's the point.
Okay, so you
The other
got
problem too
options.
is if we go in and start shooting, they'll be like, "Yeah, fucking Vacant was here," and like,
It's fine. They're known. They have a reputation for being the most like rambunctious band in
That's true,
concert
that's
venues.
true.
So
Now, keep in mind, there are reputations. This is something that I haven't talked to you about yet. Depending on what you choose to do here, your characters will start building individual reputations.
Yeah.
Duke
but-
right now has a reputation for being a hothead in the
Yes.
scene. So
Yes, he does.
Uptime doesn't have a reputation because nobody fucking knows that he's doing shit.
I
Vacant.
he has been posting his stuff online, but again, that's for his net persona.
I
Other
will
people
say-
would recognize it anyway.
Do I have a reputation score yet?
Not.
Or would it just be like 1?
It would be 1 right now.
Okay, because I will say once our reputation is high enough that I can just do face down shit to just be like, walk away and just.
No, your reputation is
I-
not that high yet.
Yeah, I'm not risking it when my reputation's this bad. Okay,
where do you find your reputation score?
it's on your character sheet.
You do not currently have a reputation.
We don't have any.
Because you guys haven't really done anything wild enough to warrant it that people
Yes,
know.
burning
would
down
know
bars.
about.
This is our chance to start building it. So okay,
Burning down bars doesn't count.
Uptime, can you
No.
can you fake a trauma team call then?
I'm going to certainly try. Before we do, let's
It's gonna be so good.
let's figure out exactly what our plan of attack is. So, our best bet, I think, minimal force, if any at all. I'm pretty quick and pretty quiet. I'm hoping we can distract them. Maybe if you all can provide a distraction outside, something non-lethal, maybe street
I'm
fight,
good at
something to
distraction.
lure them out.
I'm quite good at distractions.
And I can slip in, see if I can find this guy, and maybe hack him unconscious for a bit. And then just lift the thing. Maybe even just clone it. In fact, actually, a moment, and he's going to drop the visor down, reach out to Iceman through instant message to basically ask, do you need the chip or would a copy do?
He'd take a little bit to get back to you, and he'd said, I need the chip specifically. Copying something like this would not suffice.
Okay, that's fair. So, Alright, so if that's the case, then yeah, he'd pop his visor back up. Alright, yeah, I need to get the chip out of him. So if that's the case, then yes, we want to subdue him quietly, as far from his guards as possible. We draw the guards out, and if you're willing to draw more of them outside, or at least into the lobby, that'd be a good idea.
Look, I'll stay close to the entrance there because if I hear gunshots, I'm coming in.
Oh, by all means, if you hear gunshots, please come in blazing. I'd rather not fucking die. Thank you.
And I will say, so we did establish that you are connected to my biomonitor and to my Chiron, so you can see my vision. And I assume you can just send agents straight into my field of vision, like any message.
Yeah, I believe that's what we said last time, because I did leave a permanent back door in there. Is that still all right there, Red?
Yeah.
Or... Okay. So yeah, he would just tap very briefly on the on his wrist, on the link in his wrist, and sort of like send a message, testing 1 2 3 across your field of vision.
All right. Well, see if you can fake your call. Can I try and sneak across the road to like this section over here, like in front of this building?
Yeah, make a check for me.
Okay. Stealth. Where is it? Kink. 10.
10. So,
I'll add.
do you want to add some luck to
I
that?
know. No, fuck it. I'm not going to. I need luck for what I assume will eventually become a firefight. So, just want to get across.
This one
I-
blood, some guy sitting at the table would look over. Who the fuck is that? He'd look over at the other guys and they didn't seem to say anything. Dude, there's some fucking guy who's walking around over there, and then like one of these guys was clearly like a hardcore tweaker would look up like, shut the fuck up, Mike! I'm trying to do a line! Dude, what fucking...
I got fucking black lace right here. All right.
I'm on some mad dwarfs right now, dude. Shut up.
Oh shit. Do you want me to try something?
Fine, I guess I'll go fucking look. God.
I think now would be a good time to net dive and try to get a call out to trauma team. So
Okay.
let's see if we can't get it somewhere nearby that'd be distracting. we're gonna try to put the call out so that it is, and I'm gonna just reduce the size of my window because it's huge. This is ridiculously large. Okay, so looking at the battlefield we got here, and we're in where precisely?
You are in the. Let me pull up the. You're
South
in.
Night City.
Yeah, you're in South Night City in the
Okay.
southeastern quadrant.
Oh, all right. Oh, I see. Okay, this will throw me to the
Send him over to like
Combat
Haywood or
map.
something.
Yeah, this will throw me onto a combat map. I wasn't sure if this was the map for it.
Yeah, this is a combat map at the moment.
All right. So if that's the case, then yeah, we'll send them on a merry chase. Further down the area, we'll go down into the old combat zone. Actually, from where we are, further down, further west from us, and he's going to do his best to try to make a false call that that hopefully seems like it's appealing. We'll make it a vehicular collision, 2 near dead. We'll say yuppie corpo types, and that need immediate trauma team response with I'd say like a middling trauma license.
Okay.
Trauma team contract.
So you're
See
making
if
a
we can make
call.
it happen. Oh God.
So
Let's
make
see,
make some sort of charisma check.
Okay. Let's see.
Maybe I should have done charisma rolls. I do have a plan if that guy gets too close.
I'm actually pretty good at this. Believe it or not, actually persuasion 10. So
I was hoping that'd be like you do like forgery or something.
So let's see. That's 14.
You make a call and you're
Did it not
immediately
roll?
connected. Drama team,
Say
what's
what?
your emergency?
Yes, there's been a car collision, multiple fatalities, or near fatalities. I found out they have 2 trauma team license. They have 2 trauma team contracts, mid-tier, and he's gonna reach into the net, just pull out 2 people as close as he can, recently deceased, and sort of reverse their status as to alive, and just sort of assign them names to a fake contract. So basically, he's putting a contract out of whole cloth together.
Okay, make some sort of check for that, because that is some.
Yeah.
It goes beyond a
I
persuasion
know
check
that's
at the
tech
moment.
stuff. That's
Yeah.
hand waving tech stuff. We're gonna go into technique. We're gonna go into security electronics tech. Feels like that's right
Yep.
for this because I'm literally futzing with that kind of thing. 22.
Okay.
So he, as he's pulling those up, forwarding the details to you now. There you go. They look like they need immediate attention. I'm seeing multiple lacerations, significant bleeding, fear of cardiopulmonary collapse.
Understood. On our way to your location, and the call would click immediately before you could say anything.
Perfect. Awesome. And he has sent that location to, well, like I said, further west. We're talking about probably from where we are, 10-15 minutes. And also, if possible, he would have made sure that call went out cloned on an open network, something that they would be able to pick up on easily.
You'd as soon as that call went through, you'd hear some commotion coming from inside, and somebody would run out, and this guy looked particularly creepy.
Ooh.
Let me.
Ooh.
Ooh, I love it.
That's a terrifying visor.
That's some good Borg tech right there.
Borg.
Borg.
Borg. Look alive, dipshits. We got a call.
All right.
And
That has to be.
the guy that was like going to look at Duke would like turn the corner. Where at, boss? Haywood. And all the guys would start standing up.
Okay.
And there's a truck right here, obviously, so this guy's gonna go to start piling into it. These guys are gonna start letting themselves into the back of the truck. I'll give you some time to react, of course. I'm just moving some stuff.
I'm standing right here by by the cab of the truck, and I have my shotgun over my shoulder, and I'm gonna quickly just give a look over to Vacant and Uptime. Like, is this the guy?
This is the immediate ping across your text as he types into his agent. This is the guy. Let him go. When he comes back, we'll spring it on him. So give us a chance to lay a trap.
This guy's getting into the driver's seat.
Okay. Duke is.
probably
He's
move
just
up a
like
little bit.
you can see he's almost shaking. Like I could just fucking blow him away right now. He's like sitting in the cab of the truck. I could just shock him. Oh no, head! Like come on.
No, we need his head intact.
Extra
No.
Eddie's alive, flashing red on screen.
Duke is, he's like, Duke does not do this for the money. All right, clearly. Like but he's like, just white knuckle grip. Like, okay, I'll wait, and then we'll spring a trap, and then when they get back, we'll deal with it. But okay. Can I will say, do I know, like, can I make like a, I don't know, a land vehicle tech something to see if I know anything about that kind of van and see how long it would take for them to like drive out and back?
Making their way all the way out to Haywood and back would probably take about an hour.
Okay. Then the only other thing I'd say is I want to make sure that I get all the license plate information, like any identifying things about the van, just in case they some reason drive somewhere else, we can find it later.
Right. There's no license plates on this thing. It is a completely it's
Unmarked.
street illegal.
Okay. So then in that case, like I said, just identifying features and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I'll wait.
The guy, your mark, as it were, would look out the window and see you there. And he just look at you for a moment.
I'm literally just gonna tip my hat at him.
He'd just shake his head and he'd start taking off down this alleyway. I'm just gonna move these tokens. Pretend this truck isn't there.
Okay.
Use your imagination.
I can't do it.
I just can't.
It's there. I can see it.
Anyway, so I'm gonna walk into this empty space here where there's no van.
Excellent.
I can't. There's a van. I'm kidding. I'll come to stand beside you.
Perfect.
All
All right.
I don't.
All right,
know
Uptime
what
now.
we're going to do.
If they're gone, I don't want you walking into that building by yourself. I mean, when you think you're safe is precisely when you're the most vulnerable.
I would be entirely fine with you all joining me, but we have maybe 13 minutes, assuming they don't get halfway there and realize this is fucking bullshit. So we need to move now.
Okay. I'll make a stealth check so we can go in quietly, but I have my gun out. Not
Okay,
taking any chances.
I will stealth as well. So at this point, you would actually see that Uptime, his clothing is actually pretty athletic now that you look at it a little more closely. He's pretty slick and swift on his feet, and his shoes are designed clearly for both climbing and running. He basically looks like a track star underneath all the tech gear. So
Russian
he's a guy who's learned how to run.
Duke literally has like heavy boots that even though there's no horses out here, he has spurs on them. But he literally like reaches out and maglocks the spurs so they don't jingle anymore, and he'll like walk in stealthily. I got a 15.
Okay.
Baker's not even gonna bother. She's just gonna walk.
You just walk.
She's just like, fuck it. I'm gonna get noticed. There's no point in me trying to stealth. I'm wearing the loudest trousers on the planet. Not by sound.
Okay. Well,
Just gonna potter in quite happily.
I'm gonna turn this down a wee bit and turn this back on. These things are relatively calm. You enter this place, and it looks exactly what you'd expect out of Ripper Doc Scabber's office. There's all sorts of stains of all sorts of different bodily fluids all over the place. There's a table where stuff is done. There's a couple of different coolers filled with limbs, be them artificial, be them actual meat. It's actually very cold in here. It's probably easily 40 degrees. Just constant through the place, and there's a bunch of radio equipment against the far wall that's obviously picking up any sort of signal that they can even get their hands on, and there's just a bunch of sort of panicked and strange scribbles and stuff like that, like people are constantly scribing what's going on. But yeah, this place is definitely belongs to somebody that has some issues.
Yeah. No shit.
In this wheelchair here, Duke, you see a figure sort of sitting there, sort of limp. It's pretty dark in here. The only sort of light is in the back from a screen that's just sort of like flickering every now and then, like it's not properly like connected up to cable.
Before I step proper into this space, can I make a perception check to see any identifying features about the person in the wheelchair?
Please.
Okay. And then again, I get a +4 to this, so 26.
26. The person in the wheelchair, before you approach, is clearly dead. They have been gone for a while. They don't smell, but they have been gone for a while. It's pretty clear that they are so specced out and so full of preservative chemicals that they have not even begun the decomposition process. Yeah.
I like that.
Welcome to Night City. But this person's caked in like new specs, like top of the line shit. So if you too want to be a scaver, you can. A grave robber.
I'm gonna look over and just kind of give them a once over. Like I said, I have the up to 400 times magnification in my cyber eye of the micro optics. Can I see? This is as piecemeal as the guys outside, where it's like all different companies. It's not like the same companies for all the gear, the chrome that this dude has.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of.
It's just Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, this guy is not a Frankenstein's monster. He's actually got some pretty nice stuff. He doesn't look very old. He looks like he might have been maybe like in his mid-20s. He's clearly some sort of like corpo because he's got nice, clean-looking cyberware done by a professional. But
can I look for like any? I know he's a corporal, but like, can I try and identify like which corporation he's from, like where he's from, that kind of thing?
Yeah, Duke can as well, if he wishes.
Yeah, I'd like to see if I recognize. I don't care about the dude. I want to know where all of this cyberware is from.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which corporation he works for.
And Uptime is busy with other things in the room. Just to let you guys know, I'll get to it once you guys are done.
I'm gonna go with.
So can I do either?
Probably education would probably be the best one for that, considering stuff.
I'd like to do business to see if I know where these cyberware is from.
Yeah.
I have shit business. 15. I got
the business
for education.
15 for education. This guy is clearly. He's definitely from Night City. He's got the get up for it. He's got the specs for it. You can figure that this guy's probably Militech. You can figure that as well, Duke, just by like the kind of specs that he has, because you've seen plenty of people that have worked in that area, and they all have very, very similar stuff going on. So these guys may or may not have fucked up by getting a Militech agent here.
I'm gonna look and be like, it's fucking Militech, son of a bitch.
I thought you'd be happy he's dead.
I'm happy he's dead. I'm not happy about the gear he has. What if fucking Militech shows up trying to get this shit back?
Then we'll be long gone, amigo.
Yeah, let's hurry the fuck up, then. You can see, like, I mean, Duke has made it very clear how much he hates Militech, but he is extremely upset about the possibility of any Militech showing up.
Damn, Art, you're a sucker for punishment.
Listen, right? I know when a good opportunity arises.
This place is mostly just ready for being picked clean.
I'm gonna. Vacant is clearly upset with the fact that there's a dead person in the room, so she's gonna stand over outside and watch for the people coming back.
Okay, you're just standing watch.
Yeah,
Okay.
she doesn't feel comfortable being in the same room as a dead person.
I'm gonna look at uptime. All right, figure out what you need to do to get that ship once they come back. But when you got time, I have a favor I'd like to ask you.
All right. You can ask me once we're done with this place.
Good. I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything else weird or disgusting beyond the dead body with like shiny new chrome.
So while those two were over there looking at the body, Uptime, as he's walked in, has been taking the room in. And has anyone seen that mid-2000s CGI cartoon show Action Man?
Oh God.
You have? That's hilarious. I thought that was a figment of my imagination for like literally a decade. So
It's still
there's basically this dude's only thing was he would look through his environment and try to see what's useful. That's exactly what Uptime is doing. Specifically, he's hoping if he can find some anesthetic, preferably airborne or like gaseous anesthetic, because if we can just rig up a quick gas trap so that we can get this guy through the door, lock the others out, gas his ass, grab the ship, and fucking run, I'm good with that. We don't need, or do the opposite, have everyone else go in, have them get gassed, and then we pin this idiot down and take it from it. That works for me. Failing that, he's just seeing if there's anything else he can do. Precisely, we're looking if he can, as usual, what their net structure looks like, if they have any solid net structure in here, or if they can just walk through it. And also looking at the radio, because when we're gone, I think it's time Trauma Team met their competition.
Okay. Okay. So let's reel it back a little bit.
All right.
Okay. So you're looking for anesthetic.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I hate to break it to you, but these guys do not use anesthetic. They
Oh, God.
literally butcher people alive. They have
That's fair.
no qualms with just chopping people to death.
Any paralytics then?
Yes. Not anesthetics that would put you to sleep, but stuff that would literally paralyze you. Yes.
Perfect. Good enough. I don't care if this guy's comfortable. He does terrible things as long as he can't fucking move.
It's all about making money, baby.
Hell yeah. So, if we can rig up some kind of if he can rig up some kind of simple smoke bomb out of it super fast and easy. He does have Maker, which I know is usually for making equipment and gear, but he has field expertise. And I was wondering if that's a possible thing he could rig up using field expertise within a reasonable time frame. Because normally it takes about, it depends. The tree rigging usually holds for 10 minutes for each rank. And we're not going to need this thing to hold up for more than 10 minutes.
Okay. Yes, you have, from here on, since you guys have been searching and stuff like that, you probably have about 40 minutes. You estimate. You're not sure. They could be back sooner.
Can we track them using the radio? Their radios? They do have their thing here.
Radio, you cannot track their exact location.
But I could maybe at least cue in on their conversations here when these idiots get disappointed and come racing back.
Yes, but the issue is you don't have that set of you don't have their transmission.
Yeah, we hear trauma teams, not theirs.
Yeah,
that's true. Okay, that's fair.
You'd hear random radio chatter from trauma team being like, "Yeah, going to the location," and it would be like a bunch of different trauma team things. It wouldn't even just mainly be like the team that was being sent out to deal with it, like the frontline team. It was the team of the hospitals and stuff like that too.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can't get some of those paralytics then and put out a simple tripwire. Something so primitive they'd never expect it, but simple and efficient. Specifically, there's only one way in and out, right? Which is here. This is the door.
Yeah, there is
Correct?
one way in and out.
Perfect. That means they have to come through. And that chamber is just small enough. Oh, wait, that's the bathroom. Fuck me. Where
No.
is
Well, the
door?
bathroom
that's
is the entrance as well.
yeah.
Jesus.
You
Wow.
pass the shitter to get in. I'm going.
Classy.
Disgusting.
God, Duke is just
Leave
like
leave your goods at the door is what they say.
I seriously. I mean, I really could have just when they're all piling into the van. Just I have a shotgun right here. You know what I mean? I could have just.
I'd really rather not get into a firefight with an entire gang when we're already. So thank you very much.
We might die. Even though you can't. Did you hear that shouting? She's listening. She can hear.
Um,
Super audio.
he's gonna
Wah, wah.
grab a handful of wire if he can, off of like a bench and start rigging that up.
Okay.
So I guess that would be. That feels like that actually would be. Let's see. That'd be education, I guess.
That'd be like a basic tech check or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Basic
I'm
tech
thinking.
would be the one.
Technique. Oh, it right to be under technique. Yeah, basic tech. Here we go. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. Come on. Yeah. Okay.
No.
I also have luck as well. How much luck do I have right now?
Resets
see.
every session, I think.
Yep.
That's true. I'm actually just having a hard time finding it because it's been a while since I stared at the screen. Come on, buddy. Show me my luck.
It's one of
Where
your
did I
core
find my luck
attributes.
on this?
With your stats,
Oh.
intelligence,
Yeah.
will, cool, everything.
Oh, it's all at the top. It's all at the top. Okay, gotcha. All right. Did we do? Oh yeah, no. I'll throw an extra one into there. How do I do luck?
You just keep in mind that you're spending it and you add that amount to the roll.
Okay. Yeah. I'll throw an extra 3 into that to make it 17.
Okay. It's not too shabby. That being said, you've never made a tripwire door bomb, which sounds like an amazing album. But yeah, you're doing an okay job. You think if somebody would trip over this, they'd set it off and probably,
Gas themselves.
yeah.
Perfect. So he will get the thing all hooked up and ready to put in the doorway, the inner doorway. And when that happens, he's also going to see about accessing this place to security and seeing if he can. Does this place have any door locks like the last one, or is this a little bit more open?
Yeah.
No. This place has like manual locks. They obviously don't expect anybody to like show up here and mess with them. And if there are, they'd have somebody to intercept, but they don't. Nobody's here, so you just have free reign of the place at the moment.
All right, perfect. So once he has the bomb rigged up, or the little gas bomb rigged up, you turn to the other folks. All right, I'm ready to go when you are. We just need to set this thing up in the entrance, probably by the
Yeah.
shitter. No one wants to look at that.
I'm going to point to the body. My favor.
Oh, what is it? Oh,
I just want to know, and I'll like head over, and I'm sure there's saws all over the place, and I'll pick one up.
Oh yeah.
If I cut one of these arms or legs or something off, can you tell me if Militech can track this thing?
I don't even think we'd need to go that far. Let me try this. And he's going to see if he can interface plug into whatever cybernetics are left in this corpse.
I'm not
Did
taking
I
the whole
hear
body.
that
I'm gonna
correctly?
take a cyber limb, but I'm not taking the whole body.
Right.
So, you know that interfacing into corpses isn't always the best idea because deterioration of the brain can really affect the tech.
That's fair. Is there a way for me to do so, not even
That's fine.
fully dive, but just like simply access through an agent, perhaps?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's what he'll do then. He's not going to fully dive in. He's just simply going to use his agent, connect it into the body, and see if he can find any trackers or anything along that built into the inventory list of the various cybernetics that the corpse has in them.
Well, you
The
have
whole
one
time
thing
going
going for you. Thing is completely offline to the extent that you don't even know what's stuck into it spec-wise. So it can't be tracked if it's completely offline.
Fantastic. I will go and I will literally take a fucking bone saw and I'm going to saw one of the cyber arms off.
Ugh. Gross.
Okay,
I'm
wow.
literally
And him.
like I'm doing the thing where I'm like putting my boot on its chest and like ripping the arm off.
The fuck is that noise?
And
Don't
I'm
look.
gonna.
You don't want to know. I didn't want to know. I looked and I made a mistake, and I'm
Right.
going to start rigging this up now.
So you're
And I'm-
watching you're watching this happen, right? Uptime.
I'm not learning this shit.
I'd say I assume he's already left as soon as I started sawing, but I'm going to take it and then like I'll hold it under one arm. Fucking Militech piece of shit, and I'll spit on the corpse, and then I'm gonna start walking out. I'm gonna have my brother's number pulled up if I need to call him,
Okay.
because I might call him and be like, "Hey, I have some information for you."
Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. Alec, you're gonna lose 3 humanity.
That's fine.
McWell, you're gonna lose 2, and
Okay.
Vacant, you're gonna lose 1 because you hear the sound of sawing flesh.
Oh. Curse my enhanced hearing.
It's like ASMR. It's just.
Oh, trust me, if you show me that arm, I've got a full response prepared. And you
I'm just.
The full hole.
I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna hold the arm up. Bastard's work is never done. All right, come on.
Okay, please put that in a bag or something. I'm trying to do sensitive work here. Jesus Christo.
All right,
As
Vacant.
he's like,
Vacant, lose
I
another
literally, I'm
humanity.
gonna like tie it off to my belt so that I have it. I don't have to like carry it around. I don't know what the big deal is. Look, it's just a fucking arm. Ain't gonna do nothing to you.
Did you show that to Vacant?
Yes.
Yeah, you're just wearing it now, so lose
Right,
another humanity. I'm gonna make you lose a 4th humanity. Now.
All right. All
Right, hang
right.
on.
Come on.
You sawed
Well,
off
I already
somebody's arm and you're
I mean,
wearing
you're
it.
this close to being a Dark Eldar right now. I'm just
Where's the-
saying, you're on the
Hold on,
verge.
Where's the closest?
Fine.
bin?
We'll get therapy after this. Can we move on? Just
Hang on, hang on.
What
this
happened?
is what Duke is like. All right.
What happened? I sawed off an arm, Doctor. It really fucked with me. I don't know why I did it, but it was funny at the moment.
So Vacant's gonna run up here, whip the gas mask off, and puke.
She just fucking pukes and it like fills her visors.
No, she ripped it off and it's just dropped to the side. It's just fucking vomited everywhere.
That is a fair reaction. It doesn't really smell. It's like what's a good description of it?
It's fucking horrible that you ripped someone's arm off. She's already quite queasy by looking at the dead corpse. I'm arguing with the chat now.
Well, it's still partly fleshy. It's not.
Yeah,
There's still
exactly.
flesh in it.
Yeah.
Like it's
Just the
Yeah, I
look
have
of
to,
an
I have to
arm
cut
off.
away the meat part, so there's still some.
you gotta cut away the meat to get to the bone.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a bone saw. It's not a metal saw. I gotta get the fucking arm off. All right. This is what Duke is like. All right.
yeah.
The
Fuck.
the cyberpunk experience, folks.
But I will leave and head out to where I was hanging out. And I'm gonna look. I'm gonna
Imagine
look
that
down
Toy
at Vacant
Story
throwing
scene.
up.
We're busting
doesn't
his
have a
arm, and he's
mask
like, "You are a toy!" And he's like waving an arm around.
I'm Mrs. Nesbitt.
Nesbit, yes. Thank you. I almost had forgotten that scene existed, and my life is better now that I remember.
That's literally Alec right now.
So once they
Oh.
both leave, and Uptime is probably behind his mask making some choice gagging sounds the entire time. But trying to focus. He's going to wire up the gas bomb that he's made out of one of the paralytics. And he's going to tie it to the door, to like the door jab, so when it opens up, it triggers it off. And he's going to slightly jam the door so that it's not going to open immediately. They're going to have to like brute force it open. So whatever the poor dumbass was who breaks that door down to get in is going to be getting a lovely amount of gas.
I mean, yeah, if
If
you open
that's
the door to a bathroom after somebody's used it, you're definitely gonna get a head full of gas.
Hell yeah. There's just going to be a little bit more efficient than the usual guests.
They're really clearing the room. Okay, are you guys just gonna
yeah.
wait around then for them to come back?
I think that's the plan.
Okay, places.
Yeah.
Who your tokens
All
where
right,
they're gonna be?
I
just got
think
a
you two
glimpse at
should back up a little bit. I'm saying like where they're gonna park the van, but
Okay.
I mean-
yeah, I think our goal is to let them try to get, and Uptime will communicate this to you too as well. In character, I'll say out of character for convenience at this moment.
Okay.
So once they break it, once they get in, whoever goes in first, we're gonna need to move quickly. If it's the gang that goes in first, then we jump on the guy who's left outside because his gang is all gonna get gassed and paralyzed with luck, or at least a couple of them. If it's the other way around, we're gonna need to draw off the gang, and I'll go in and grab his gear.
Okay.
So I don't know how you two want to do it, but we have to do it quickly that way. And if possible, Red, how tall is this?
How tall is what is
King
it?
Dan? Yeah.
Probably about 10 feet.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm actually gonna have Miguel go and lay prone on top of there, waiting for him to start approaching.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, try to be out of line of sight, but also this way I can sort of like hear and see when these idiots go. And just in case, I can jump down and run in, or jump down on top of one of these idiots. The way it works.
I'm gonna look at vacant, and I'll reach into my back pocket, take out a handkerchief, and hand it so they can like clean themselves up a little bit. Why don't you stand behind me? All right.
Okay. As she looks at it, you do get a glimpse of her face. Her actual face.
Oh. The meat
said,
space.
dude, kind of nods and look, just stand behind me. All right, just I know this shit wakes you out, but we got a job to do. All right.
Okay.
All right.
You
Just
got
kind of like
it.
falls, not falls, but like stumbles over and puts the knife back on.
Okay. The gang is going to come back from the street this way. See them sort of like piling down the road in the invisible boatmobile because I don't have a truck.
It's mermaid man. And...
This is like Wonder Woman, like invisible jet vibes, and I'm loving this. I'm living for it.
It's like when
It's
G-Mod
just
glitches
like
out and you're
dudes,
driving a
like-
car.
I don't know what you guys talk about. I clearly see a van moving across the map perfectly.
This is some solid Bethesda software engineering at work here.
You'd
Oh
see
my
all these
God.
guys piling out the back. You'd hear one of them, "Fuck, man, we got duped."
And typing it in so that it pops up on your vision, Duke. Get ready. We need to move quick when this happens. Send.
These guys just go and plop. Most of them would go and plop back down, kind of just like pissed off about the way things went. And this guy would sort of catch up with them, and both of them would be going inside at the same time. And this guy would, did you guys close the door?
Yes,
Okay.
I closed it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no. The door's closed behind us.
This guy-
I was tempted to say Duke takes a piss just to be like terrible, but I was like,
He's like
Already
taking a
made me-
piss, and they open the door like.
I was gonna say your ass would not get back in to take a piss if I've wired the smoke bomb behind the toilet.
all right, I just
You just did a in the back.
already made me lose an extra humanity because I showed off the arm that I cut off.
You're wiggling. I'm Mrs. Nesbitt. This guy's gonna go walking in, and your mark is pretty much falling right behind him, and you hear it, and you hear something fall, and you hear like a like an implosion, like something metal just like got really tense and exploded, and this guy would try to like yell about it, but it sounded like he was kind of in slow motion. He's like, "Oh, been attacked," and the butcher would go stumbling backward towards the truck, and he looked partially paralyzed, and these guys would just immediately shoot up like, what the hell is going on?
Time to start setting off some local alarms if possible. So, is it possible for me to set off a nearby alarm to try to distract these idiots while you guys move in on them?
There's a problem. This place doesn't have any alarms.
I'm not talking about
Oh.
them. I'm talking about, like, say, for example, the truck.
Uh, Not setting off a truck alarm. This thing is
Okay,
pretty
that's fine.
primitive.
Oh,
I
that's fair.
I am
Am-
going to just move right in front of the van and look over to Miko, and
It's just falling behind you.
I'm gonna like casually wave, but I have the shotgun. You the fella that owns this shithole, and I'm gonna like point over to the building and see what he says.
Fuck
God.
you. Like, half of his face is sort of, like, paralyzed, and he's gonna, like, he's gonna open up his coat and draw this, he's gonna draw this, sawn-off shotgun.
I'm gonna be like, nope, fuck you, and I'm gonna shoot him in the leg.
Okay,
I-
you're making a specific shot, so,
uh,
I have a plan. wanna
I
do
will
something
say
there.
that's actually a good point. I don't know if I'd aim just for his leg because I would go center of mass with my shotgun.
this guy does have, body armor on, so there's a very, very low chance you'll actually kill him outright with a single shot.
Yeah.
I've got a plan.
I am going to.
We'll see if you succeed in this roll first, because I've got something I want to do straight after, like immediately after the shot goes off.
Alright, did you see what
Wow.
Kat said in the chat?
What did she say?
This
Tim starts
This is
standing
the-
by the truck and making alarm noises.
is... I have a cunning plan. Vagrant, up that mic.
She just starts screaming really loudly.
I have an important question. Are we going into initiative, or are we just each taking a quick action before
You
we
get a
start
quick
proper
action, and then
initiative?
we're going right into initiative.
Okay,
Did I get
so
a quick action? Because I wanted
Yeah.
to do something just as the shot went off.
Yes.
okay, so since we're technically outside of initiative, what I will do is I will put everything I have into spot weakness. So this will do an extra 4 damage with my shotgun shell.
Okay. Understood, boss.
So let me get my shotgun here. Spink.
That's a good sound.
Uh,
effect.
So that is 15 to hit, and then it's going to do 27 damage.
Jesus!
20?
It's a shotgun, and that is a meat man. So,
That is a meat man. Okay.
He has armor. If it kills him outright, then that's his problem. But
That's his problem. I like the way you think.
It's his fault for being a weak little shit.
Being
So
a
I'm just
piss
like-
baby bitch.
but yeah, as soon as he aims for me, I'm just nope, fuck you, and gonna fire right into center of mass.
Okay, you see all of these pellets just sort of like collide with his jacket, and you can see he's clearly wearing some sort of like Kevlar mixture, and it does a shit ton of damage to him. It does 12 damage to him, and he stumbles a little bit, but he's still up and moving. So, to
Right.
initiative.
I wanna
we go.
I wanna make one point of order.
Wait.
I'm not using shotgun shells. I'm using slugs.
Oh.
So it's just one big
What the
ass fucking piece of metal like into his chest.
Can
so
I have my
that's
quick
why
action?
the damage.
Yes, take your quick action.
Okay. So as the shot hits, Vic is gonna run up and attempt to. I'm gonna have to say it. She's gonna Superman punch him in the face.
Superman punch.
She's gonna like run up and just fucking one solid slug to the face with her own fist.
How does this work?
Seems about right. Can I use the reroll that Cat put for my initiative?
Cat, you've used a reroll but not an anti-up. Unbelievable. Yeah, you can have it.
Our
Hell yeah.
allies, yay!
14.
I'm gonna use brawling for that, and that's a 19 to hit.
That is bizarre. 19 to hit. Okay, 19 does hit. Alright. Let's go ahead and roll your damage.
It's mostly just again to make him more dazed that she just fucking Superman punched him in the face.
Bare knuckle?
Bare knuckle.
Okay. What's the damage?
I'm looking for the damage. I can't find it on the app. Oh, there we go. Combat. Brawling 1d6 plus me. Wait, no, 1d6.
I don't think you'll.
Ina, I like your reference to that Rolling Stones song.
That's 5 damage, by the way.
5 damage. Okay.
Nice, nice.
Just a fucking slug to the face. Like-
So
Bold of
here's
you
what's
to
gonna
assume
happen.
Eno would ever listen to the Rolling Stones.
I'm part of the damn crew, Red. Wait, Kat, do you need points to do an anti-up? I can give you some.
How do you gift points? Hold on a minute.
I don't think you can.
You could just give us an anti-up.
No, we're already fighting all these people. Stop it.
Stop it. I don't have to get wards.
Also, Duke has an anti-up already in mind that I'll get to when we get to it.
Okay, so you punch this dude in the face, but at his visor, you bare knuckle punch him right in his visor, and it's like punching straight into a solid piece of iron.
I mean, she is a brawler type. She's probably used to punching metal.
Still fucking hurts.
Of course it hurts.
It has like this dull sort of ring to it. It goes doom. You punch it. Now he just looks pissed off. Well, half pissed
He's
off.
just
Half
looking
of his
up.
face is paralyzed.
It's like, the fuck? Right,
I need to calculate initiatives here real quick. Was your
Okay,
final
I'll do
initiative
that in a
14,
second.
dude?
14 was my reroll. Yeah.
Okay.
And
I got
still
a
have mine.
9.
What the hell?
I got
Oh,
a 9.
I should mention because I double checked because I bought this when I bought all my ammo and stuff. Let me double check because I think this is how it works for slugs. Yes, it's an armor piercing slug, so it ablates armor by 2 instead of 1.
Oh, so it does even more damage to armor. Got it. That's cool. Okay, right on.
Yeah, so his armor is reduced by 2 anytime I shoot him.
Gotcha, boss. Just double checking some things here. Roll initiatives, you know how it be. This guy got a 13.
Oh shit.
To be fair, you completely subdued one of the guys out of the combat, so it's not like it's gonna be that bad.
Not that bad. We don't have a healer.
You'll be fine.
That's
You
fine.
don't
Maybe
need a
if we
healer.
do something other than just punching people, we'll be fine.
Listen, it was worth it for the cool moment. Okay?
Listen, it was a funny moment, haha. So I had a great
It
time.
wasn't even that funny. I just wanted to sucker punch him in the face.
I respect the
You
guy.
all have an interesting definition of distract the gang so I can handle the guy.
Look, man,
No, I spelled that shit out.
Hold
Anyway,
on, no, you,
sorry.
you started this by using a fucking gas grenade trap. Hold on a minute here.
Yes, on like the 2 people going in.
he's the one that needs to be dealt with and subdued. All right,
I would
need.
argue it's the 4 with guns out there that I'm more concerned with
Let me
now
just
than the
say
2 paralyzed dudes.
But this,
My-
is,
right.
this is a funny moment, and I'm enjoying every second of it.
Yeah.
I
My
love
original
that.
plan was to tackle him back into the room because I'm wearing a gas mask.
Well,
I
you
didn't
fucked
know if
it.
it would've
You
worked.
better unfuck it.
I didn't know if that would have worked because he's quite a big dude and Vacant's quite small.
It's not a bad idea.
Also, not to be that guy, but it's so what my character would do.
No, no,
It's
I
way-
love you guys. I'm not actually angry. This is me.
Oh,
being
and then
enjoyable.
Red.
Yes.
The massive is a great job describing.
Like I said, my initiative is 14.
Yeah, I don't know why I plugged it in automatically as 8, but
Okay.
fixing that.
I think it's still holding the last initiative.
Ah, that's
Sorry,
right. So
I will say,
Miguel-
I think I've rolled the worst possible for initiative both
No, you
times we've
haven't.
gotten into initiative.
Miguel
So-
and Uptime.
Yep.
I got
Miguel,
9.
Uptime, and fucking Vacant. Sorry, I can't
How
think.
can you forget?
I didn't
Yeah,
forget. I'm
I
just
still
having a
need
brain
to do my
fart.
quick action.
Okay, but what's your
which-
initiative?
I'll roll that right now for you.
Yes, please.
Is there a reroll on the
13.
table still?
Why does it never add
Yes.
my die? It just doesn't
Oh,
add a die. I'm just gonna roll a d10 and then just add it to whatever that number is.
Okay, so what is it?
Can I do a reroll?
20. 20 flat.
20. Okay.
Can I do a? Is there a reroll still on the table?
Yeah, you gonna put one up, I believe.
Yeah, because I rolled a 9.
15.
Oh, that's better. 15. There you go.
Okay. Cool. Ba, ba, ba. 15. Okay,
I need-
Miguel, you still have your
I'm
quick
good.
action. You just punched
Okay.
a metal man in the face, Vacant, so
Oh yes, I did.
head empty.
Alright. So,
Fine.
Head hurt.
can I, from where I am, so we have 2 rooftops basically between here and there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he's going to try to run across here, try to jump on him, and see if he can't grapple him, and try to hack into him to get him to be submissive. So I'm going to see if I can shut him down.
Damn, Omni, tell me how you really feel. You like your victim
Look.
submissive, huh?
Lock him
I
up!
mean, only if it's consensual. And, you know, he consented when he started lobbing people's arms off. So we're good with that.
I can't argue it, though.
Well, also, is it possible as a free action I could type "get the gang," like, you know, as like a quick leaping.
Yeah, but it's all like mistyped and like misspelled. It says like "get the gang" or something like that, with, like an E. Or "get the
exactly,
fang" or something
100%.
weird like that, and like random characters.
What does he mean by goat the fang?
Goat the Krang.
Goat the Krang. Oh, that's a nice Ninja Turtles reference.
I'm glad.
The turtles. All right. Let's go.
Alright, so brawling action. I actually have pretty solid brawling for this, so let's see if this works. And I was just reading up on grappling. So it's Dex plus brawling plus 1d10. So that's going to be brawling. So that's 17 plus my roll, which it doesn't look like it's showing again. So
That's 0. That's crazy that it did that.
yeah, so let me just roll the d10.
Is this
So,
versus
20?
dodge, I believe?
Yeah, let's see. To determine outcome of grab, both you and your target, we both roll the same thing. So he has to roll Dex Brawl, plus 1d10. I don't know if the paralytic would have any effect on it.
It would.
Okay.
You said it's Dex Brawl plus 1d10.
Correct. Dex
Okay.
plus brawling skill plus 1d10. It's on page 178.6. So, sorry, 177.
Okay, he got a whopping 11, so
Oh, yeah.
you sort of
so
like dive
Uptimer's
off the roof and tackle him and like get him on his gut.
Pretty much, yeah. Just leap on him from behind and just do his best to try to jam the interface plug into the base of his neck while he's got him down. To be and try his best to sort of start attempting to shut down his cybernetics to keep him paralyzed. To push him the rest of the way that the gas didn't. And that's going to be his quick action. I figure the tackle was the action. I'd have to do the actual net running attack separately. So,
Yeah, and you're at the top of the initiative, so go ahead, boss.
hell yeah. All right, buddy. Let's get in there and start hacking. Let me get my sick-ass exercise music going. Let's do it. So, I am going to see. For this is going to be definitely technique. This would be most likely cyber tech for this, because of the fact that I'm dealing with
Yes,
cybernetics.
it would be specifically cybertech.
Okay, so let's do this. Please shut the fuck down. Yes! Oh my god,
Jesus.
yes. So he literally leaps onto his back from the roof, grabs around the neck, takes one of his hands, and a cable will shoot out from his wrist, which he'll catch. He's jamming in the base of the guy's neck. And just say, now fucking sleep, and flood his brain with literally as much scrap code as he can.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you shut down one of his systems.
Okay, what are his systems? What has he got?
Well, obviously he's got that very strange ocular HUD. Let's see, what
Okay.
else does he got?
If he's blind, you can just yank that chip out.
That's exactly what I'm hoping for.
Okay, you're just gonna blind him.
Yeah, let's blind the crap out of him.
Okay,
No
he can no
more
longer
eyes for
see.
you, sir.
You see those?
Yeah.
You see those like subtle red lights just shut off on the pavement.
Perfect. And so that would be that. And while he does that, he's going to sort of go onto his knees and use his, I guess, like a quick action. What's left of his actions, his movement. Sort of take a gun and put it to the back of his head and just whisper in his ear, "Stay down, amigo. This will be fast and painless." And
I told him to take the guys
that's
off
going to
his
be
own.
all he says before he looks up and just looks at the two of you like, "Gang, get them away from here."
Oh yeah. Duke is already racking the shotgun like, let's fucking do this.
Oh no.
All right, Vacant. There's 4 guys. It looks like 2 of them have guns. The others, melee weapons.
I'm gonna try something.
Yeah.
From the position of standing next to him, she's gonna stand behind the big dude, the butcher, and she's gonna shout over to the gang. If any of you come closer, we'll fucking blow his head off.
Okay. I don't believe there's an intimidation, so make a persuasion check.
Okay. 23.
23. They just sort of put their hands up. You'd immediately recognize that these guys are fucking cowards.
That's what I fucking thought.
Here we are, Splinter selling these guys, and they're just schmucks.
What'd you expect? They're fucking scrappers.
I don't
Wait,
know, man. I was happy when one of them to be
standing
like
there.
Atom Smasher in disguise or something. I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
I'll send I'm not gonna send another Cyber Psycho at you. That wouldn't be fair.
That
The last one went so well, as we all know.
would be pretty awesome, actually. But
Yeah, you making your
Fuck y'all.
fucking trap room.
Yeah, I am gonna need a lot of therapy.
Same, yeah, I'm pretty fucking traumatized by the fact you're carrying a fucking arm.
Alright, dude, what are you doing?
Alright, I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna hold the shotgun, and I'm gonna like aim it at each of these guys, and be like, "Kiss the fucking pavement." All right, you understand me? And I'll be like, "You move a little strange, you're gonna get a bullet. Not a warning, not a question, a bullet."
I got make another persuasion check for me.
Please don't
Let's
fuck
see.
this up.
I'll put all my luck into this if I need it.
Oh, he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it.
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
I definitely don't need it.
Yeah, he's like got a absolutely crazy look in his eye, and he has the sawed off arm hanging from his belt, like just like.
You're this
Do
close
not-
to being a Predator character right now. You're this close to being Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm
God
a
almighty.
goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus, all right?
This guy's gonna put his hands up. I'm just gonna like go, okay? I don't even like these guys.
Don't you fucking move.
You stay right there till I fucking tell you to move.
Okay, well now it's gonna be fucking awkward because I just said I don't like him and gesture over to him. Hey, fuck
Yeah,
you,
like-
Mike. Fuck you.
It's like, I'm just gonna hold life's full of awkward moments, ain't it?
I mean, if they want to go, I'm not averse to this. As he's like literally knees in this guy's back, gun to the base of his head, jacked in. It's kind of like,
I'm gonna be like, no, this is my town. You live to see the dawn. It's because I fucking say so.
okay.
And I'm
But you
gonna just
get
be
the
looking at
chip.
these guys. And like I said, if they're not down on the ground, like, I will fire on someone.
This guy's just gonna like sit down.
Don't do it. He's crazy.
I feel like I've made the point that Duke is trying to be as intimidating as possible.
Yeah. These two in turn order would just like sit.
Instead, I'm just holding the shotgun.
The butcher is gonna start writhing, and Omni, I'm going to have you make a contesting cybernetics check against him.
Okay.
Oh
Let's
shit.
do this. All right, buddy. I
Into
still
the-
got 3 luck, and I'm ready to pour it into this if I need. So let's see what we got.
Can you gift luck to other players, or is that? a
No.
thing?
No.
Okay.
No, it's
I was just
singular,
double checking.
You know,
Sadly.
it's a good question to have. Get out of here with that nonsense. Get out of here.
Yeah, he didn't roll
This is
very
my
well.
body. This is my body. You're just borrowing it.
He's trying to counter hack you, and it's not successful.
Oh,
Ooh.
amigo, that's. Please stop. Please. I really don't want to do anything rash, and I may be messing with your. I don't know, extra limbic system here, so just be cautious that may cause blindness or fucking paralysis, okay?
There's this guy in the bathroom who's like, duh, duh, duh. He's like making noises. He's just like paralyzed on the ground.
You'll be fine. I'm relatively sure I didn't read the label entirely.
You fucking what?
I'm not
You
exactly
what?
a medic.
What did you put in my drink?
Yeah, that's all I got. Technically, it is his turn, or it's my turn, I guess.
Yeah, all the gang guys just drop to the ground or sit
All
down
right.
in their chairs,
He's
look
just
at it,
going
and kind
to. He's just gonna hold the gun to the back of the guy's head and just like pat him on the shoulder. Just go. This shouldn't hurt a bit. It'll just be a little uncomfortable for a second. Don't squirm. Trust me. And he's just gonna reach in and grab the chip out of him. Sort of, I imagine it's like in the base of his neck, like a lot of those drives are.
Yep, let's see. I want you to make some sort of check to see if you're not gonna fucking severely damage him by doing this.
That's
Do
fair.
it. Do it.
Would this be another cyber tech role since it's technically cybernetics, or would this be electronic security or something else?
I'll say cyber tech because it's specifically removing something.
All right, and I'll just for convenience, I'll pour.
Uh-oh, just a second. Y'all can still hear me. My audio completely cut. Yeah. My audio just completely cut out for some reason. I might have to restart my computer. Great. Okay, give me just 1 second. We'll be right back.